all-seeing eye, an ancient Egyptian symbol that, today, has found itself on everything from the US dollar bill to countless Hollywood movies. Although the use of this symbol has skyrocketed in modern times, its origin and meaning remain shrouded in obscurity for the vast majority of people who are exposed to it daily. How did this enigmatic symbol come to such widespread use, while its meaning remained a widespread riddle? Where did this symbol come from? What is its meaning? And why is its use rising? The first use of the all-seeing eye appears in ancient Egypt, more than 4,000 years ago. During those times, the all-seeing eye was associated with three separate gods of Egyptian mythology. The first of these deities is Ra, who was both a sun god and a creator god. Most of the stories of Egyptian mythology either relate to him or those in his bloodline. Ra, according to Egyptian myth, is the creator of mankind and also ruled over the gods. He is typically described and depicted as the aging king. One of the stories relevant to the study of the all-seeing eye relates to a time in human history where mankind was growing rebellious to the rule of the gods and even began to plot against the aging king Ra. Upon hearing the news that his favored creation was scheming against him, he grew wrathful and unleashes a superweapon of sorts upon mankind. Her name was Sekhmet. Sekhmet, sometimes called Hathor, is the second solar deity connected with the all-seeing eye. She was a powerful goddess, which became the sun god's mighty weapon. Sekhmet came upon humanity in a whirlwind of devastation and carnage. The streets ran red with blood, and none, not even the sun god, could stop her. Regretting his decision and fearing the complete annihilation of mankind, Ra decided that the blood-drenched goddess must be stopped. So he schemed to end her rampage by getting her drunk with beer made to look like blood. Wadjet is yet another name of this goddess, but it is also the original name for the all-seeing eye. The eye is associated with a third Egyptian god named Horus. The stories told about Horus mainly relate to his quest for revenge against his evil uncle, another god named Set. Set, who is the Egyptian god of storms and darkness, killed Horus's father Osiris and illegitimately took Osiris's throne. Horus, the son of Osiris and rightful heir to the throne, found himself in danger and exiled. In one of the many battles between Horus and his uncle Set, Horus had his left eye gouged out. In some Egyptian accounts, it was the right eye of Horus that was gouged out. The all-seeing eye, often called the Eye of Horus, was not only a symbol for the deity himself, but a symbol of protection and well-being. Horus, similar to Sekhmet, is a deity associated with combat and war. After the fall of the great Egyptian civilization, the all-seeing eye fell out of visibility. Thousands of years go by before this archaic symbol once more re-emerges as the logo for a secret society founded in southern Germany called the Illuminati. The Illuminati, founded in May of 1776 by a law professor named Adam Weishaupt, functioned both as a network of spies and a mystic occult order. It was the expressed purpose of the Illuminati to confound and uproot religion and many of Europe's monarchies. The activities of this secret society, however, involved more than espionage and political intrigue. Its inner doctrines, and the order as a whole, had a mystic and spiritual side. The philosophy of the Illuminati included theurgic magic and was heavily rooted in the Hebrew Kabbalah. Theurgic magic, more commonly known as alchemy, is magic directed towards the self, where the magician uses ritual to increase his intellectual and psychic powers, while moving up the alchemical grades of initiation. The Kabbalah is a set of ancient Jewish texts that describe the nature of reality, the rulers of the many dimensions, and a general roadmap of those dimensions called the Tree of Life. Below this Tree of Life, in mirrored formation, lies another tree, sometimes called the Qliphoth, also known as the Tree of Knowledge of Good and Evil. The public face of the Illuminati preached goodwill and brotherhood for all men, and submitted to the world that religion and national borders were roadblocks to world peace and the brotherhood of humanity. Some who rejected invitations to join the Illuminati saw the organization in a much more sinister light. John Robison, who was a member of a Freemasonic lodge in Scotland, was one of those critics. Mr. Robison, who himself was a professor in philosophy, claimed that he was approached and offered membership into the Illuminati secret society. What he soon discovered about the Illuminati troubled him dearly, propelling him to author an exposé on the group. His book, Proofs of a Conspiracy, published in 1778, details his experience within the outer circles of the Illuminati secret society. John Robison claimed that some members of the Illuminati had openly boasted that the true ambition and destiny of their organization was to quote-unquote rule the world. He goes on to state that the inner teachings had more to do with the magic